Welcome back, viewers, to an episode of the Trinity War. You're here with me, Barbarian, and we are going to try and finish this base assault, which has gone on for 3 freaking missions already, and this is the 4th. I guess a quick recap. I did the first part of the mission, and things went rather interestingly, thanks to a rather unfortunate reveal, which I still think should not have happened, to Incredon over here. But all in all, we took minor damage. Then Faleg took over, and let's just say all hell broke loose when he accidentally activated a triple Berserker, triple Beyond Elite pod, which he was not expecting halfway through a turn. But for the most part, he got through that with no casualties. And then we had Pounce's next part, which unfortunately I cannot comment on because as of the current recording date, he for some reason have not posted his video, so I actually don't know exactly what happened, but I got a rough idea. So we are about to breach the last room, so let's do this. What do I want to do? Do I want to just open this door and go in there? We have very few resources left. We have 1 bow scanner on ISIS, 2 grenades, that's good. We have nothing left on Klaatu, that means he lost all his grenades, that's fine. Snedra does everything, that's good. Sandra's good. Harlan's slightly injured, but he still has 1 shredder. That's good because apparently there's a disc and a mech pod out there. Game Guru is slightly injured, but he still has 1 smoke grenade. We have no mech kits, which is fun. Incredon has no flashbang, no bow scanner, nor any moon tracker, so this could be slightly problematic. Who else is left? Cat is mostly on full health, more or less. Macronic still has 2 mines and a flamethrower. And we have 3 smoke grenades in total. It's not too bad. I still have 2 commands as well, so overall it's not too bad, but it's also not great, especially with the lack of med kits. Okay, so how do we actually want to do this room? Good question. I would much rather... I would love if we had a moon tracker, but obviously we don't. So I think what I'm going to do before we open this door, I'm going to put Sandro Classo over here. Next, I'm going to put William. Let's say where ISIS is. I'm going to put ISIS over here. And let's put William over here.
Yes, Commander. And
I'll steady Williams. And I'm going to wait at least 1 turn to see if I can get any sound cues. Klaatu, you're going to be over here. And Cat, you're going to be over here. Maybe over here instead, because I actually do want to take cover in case there is something on the other side of the door. Chronic, you over here, and Game Guru, I'm going to put you over here. You have no reason to be up front, so I may as well steady people who I can, because why not, really. Gypsy, you may as well steady. I don't think anything's going to burst in through the door. I'll keep Incredon over here for now. I think if we don't see anything on the other side, I'm going to try to use Incredon to scout. How? I'll show you in a second. Chronic, these 2 men are 1 and whatnot. You can steady, and Snedra, you can... I'm actually going to move ISIS back here. No, ISIS can stay there. And you can steady. So something on that side, which means they're probably not right in front of us. They could be to our far right. From Pounce's report to me, it sounds like there's only 2 pods left. Now, I just heard a silent pod, I heard a mech pod, and a disc pod. Okay, so let's open this door. Anything? Nope. Okay, that's expected. We'll move Incredon over here.
Roger. Tracking.
There is nothing. Now, what I'm going to do next turn is stash you over to here after getting some sound cues. But that'll be the plan. This is the very awkward part of this mission. So let's move some people up. Like Harlan, you're going to be over here. This doorway is one of the most awkward doorways in the entire game of XCOM. Enemy unknown, enemy within, etc. Let's move some people up. So I'm going to put Cat over here. We're going to have the max pretty much stay there in 1 for all, so I can actually have people up close. ISIS be over here. Gypsy be over here. Snedra, where are you? Oh my god, too many people. Snedra, be over here. This is a mess, putting it lightly.
On it.
Okay, Guru can go over here. So, sounds like our pod is to the right. I'm not sure what pod it is, but at least we got a sound cue. So I'm going to steady you. You can overwatch. You can steady. You definitely don't want to accidentally activate anything. You just do nothing. Snedra, you can steady. Overwatch. Do nothing. Steady, I don't know. Steady. Okay. So the sound cue came from that direction. The problem with that is it really doesn't tell us much about exactly where they are. So what I think I will do for this turn, because this direction, it could mean they're up here, it could mean they're over here. Now what I could do next turn, how's the cover situation looking over here? Let's have a quick scout. That's full cover. Unfortunately, it's not very helpful full cover because it's not covering that direction. This is here as full cover. The problem is I need to discern whether or not a pod is over here, because if they are, and I dash Incredon over here, Pounce would be slightly upset with me. So I could steady, but you know what? Let's not even bother. I'm just going to end turn. I don't think anything's going to head to us. So Incredon, you can steady, because why the hell not, I guess. Oh, I guess I'm going to steady a few people, so let's steady you, because the raid doesn't hurt. I'm going to steady you. The thing is, these two can only see here, which means they're not going to activate anything anyway. Okay, they're that direction. And it's completely silent, which is most curious. Now, I'm not sure whether or not Pounce killed the boss's disc yet. How many cards is left? Jesus. I'm going to take a wild guess and say it should be safe to dash to over here. Should be safe.
Understood. Moving out.
Okay, it wasn't that wild of a guess. Excellent. So it was safe to dash over there. That is possibly a good thing, and it possibly tells us there's a pod either up here or in that corner. How am I going to find out? I guess next turn I can move Incredon over here one time. In fact, I think that might be the pod right there. Which means next turn I can easily find out by moving Sully that way. This is incredibly awkward because I don't have any more bounce cannons left except one. I don't really want to waste it. I would much rather use that bounce cannon very sparingly. So what I could do is move people up here, but the problem with that is obviously if I move people up... Ooh... And also, I don't want to actually activate them as well, which is also a very, very bad thing. Okay, I'm going to at least... Okay, I'm going to chill for one turn and see what Incredon sees. Okay, that's the plan for now. In fact, I'm going to put the max out slightly, so let's put Klaatu over here. Cool. And I'm going to put Micronic over here. These two positions should be safe. Cool. Well, one for all there. And I'll see if I can put some other people up front. So let's put Sandra over here. I'm going to put... Let's see... Harley can go here, or maybe... I don't know. Who's a good person to be up front? Let's put Cat up there. Cat can be up here. I kind of want Williams in the doorway, but also kind of wants an entry in the doorway. So it's a tough call who I want in the doorway more. Let's put... Harland over here for now. I'll stay a rocket. Let's put Sinedra over here. These positions really aren't that useful, I'll be honest with you. Gypsy can go there. Isis can stay there for now. Okay, so you can steady. You can do stuff. You can do stuff. You can do stuff. You can do stuff. You two don't do anything. Classo, you can overwatch. Oh. Oh, that is unexpected. Yeah, okay. Oh. Oh, luckily that one missed, and luckily that one's trying to mech as well. Jesus Christ. Okay. If there was a pod over here, I'm feeling to teleport it. Oh my god. Okay. That is interesting. That is very interesting. I can move you back over here and potentially disable one. I could possibly disable the other one. There's definitely a disc pod out there, so this is a mech pod. I don't know if there is a pod over here or not. But based off preliminary scans, I say this pod was over here and teleport over there. Which is honestly bullshit, but hey, that happened, right? Sinedra cannot see anything from here. We are facing two drones and a seeker. Now what I need to do is be able to see the back sector pod. That is kind of important. Oh my god, who was here? Cat. Okay, I mean Cat could have taken a couple of hits. So could Sandra, but damn. Freaking sector pods were behind. The game's messing with me. Okay, how to deal with the situation. Ideally I can kill off that sector pod, but do I really see that happening? No. I can have Harlan chuck a shredder over here. And then what? How much health does Ikradon have? Plenty of health, to be fair. So Ikradon could move over here. And okay, from this position, I suspect she won't be able to see the sector pod. From here, she should be able to see the sector pod. But do I really want her there? I am not sure. Do I think between these mechs I can kill off this sector pod anyway? I think I can. Ideally, I can fire a rocket first. And of course, ideally, I can use Nedra. Is there any full cover I can possibly dash you to? Because I can actually be really sneaky about this. Yes, I can dash you to over here, which should see the back sector pod. Assuming, of course, back sector pod is not behind freaking cover, which he could be. And if he is, I'll be very upset. Okay, Classo. Classo could move and shoot, but obviously if I move and shoot... okay. If I move and shoot, I'll have to deal with the Overwatch, which I don't really want to have to deal with. But I have a feeling I have to deal with the other Overwatch anyway. Klaatu. 100%. Do I think there's enough damage here? The problem is just no one else here can really see. Okay, here's what I'm going to do, okay? Oh, but it's our last shredder. There's still a disc left. But I think this pod probably warrants it. So I'm going to chuck the shredder right over here. And this will also tell me roughly where the other sector pod is. So right here.
I've been waiting for this.
I can command you to move out of the way if I need to. Okay, he's right next to the sector pod. Right there. Which means I think it's the angle wasn't anything that's currently blocking my left side. How far can you move again? Not far enough. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do next. Klaatu, take a shot. That damage is really pathetic. Okay, I think now that he's hollow though, this should be 100%, yep. So what I'm going to do is rapid fire with Classo and go from there. Seems so crazy, but go with me. I think this is workable. I do have a plan. Macronic. Kill that stupid sector pod. Good. Now next. Okay. Seems like the other sector pod is actually close enough for you to do damage them, which is interesting. Okay, what's left? A draw in the sector pod. Okay. So here is my slightly crazy plan. So obviously this won't do anything, but what I'm going to do, he's right over there, I'm going to dash you over here where you should be able to see a sector pod, and I'm really hoping there's no stupid disc right there.
10-4.
Excellent. There's a problem though. There's a big problem, and that problem... Here is my officer. Yeah, the problem is I didn't actually see him until this last tile here, which means trying to disable him is going to be incredibly tricky. Yeah, the only people I can really do anything with is stuck here. And I can't really command Incredon. What I might have to do is put a mech right in front of Incredon. I mean, the problem is, of course, that thing's in the way. Unless I can think of a way. I really don't like this. That thing is in such an awkward position. Such an awkward freaking position. There's no way Sinedra can see. There's no way Sinedra can disable that thing. because I can't disable until I hit this tile, which means I have to go to this tile at a minimum. Which means I'm putting Sinedra in way too much danger. Unless, of course, I use someone like Cat to run the Overwatch. Oh wow, you took damage from a drone or a seeker or something. Oh, this is awkward. This is so freaking awkward. Okay, how about this? I try this. I think I can move you here. Tell me, Micronic, if I'm right or wrong. Worst case, I don't think he has heat ammo anyway. Maybe I should have chucked a smoke first. You can't see from here. But you do provide cover. Which means that Sector Ball actually has to move to get to you. So that's the good news. The bad news is what I do about Classo. I mean, she does have resilience. I can track a smoke down. So that might be a thing that I have to do. That thing doesn't actually have a grenade. It has bomb bar, but that's fine. Let's put Cat over here. Can't see. That's fine. Cat. Klaatu, I think I'll overwatch you. There's no point commanding Harder to get out of the way, but what I am going to do is chuck a smoke right here. Like right here. Now he should be able to see my mech. If he moves, he should be able to flank anybody. The worst case is he'll take a shot at Classo, who I think should be fine. Klaatu's going to try to provide some help by overwatching. Sinedra, you're going to try to provide some help by overwatching, but you really can't do much, really. Isis, I'm going to put you over here and hunker you.
Heading for that location.
Gypsy, you can overwatch. It's not going to help much. Micronic, you definitely don't want to do anything. Game Guru, I'm going to put you back over here and hunker you. And Micronic just launch prox mine. Yeah, let's launch a mine. That's probably the best thing I can possibly do with you. He is shredded, which means it should do a decent chunk of damage. Isis, just hunker down here. Damn, I got trolled big time. Okay, what's he doing? You can see Micronic? I can't see you. That's slightly bullshit. Like, I am really unamused right about now. Why? Wait, I can't see you. What the hell? I mean, I'm glad I missed, but I really don't like you, stupid Sectopod. Like, I really don't like you. Okay, he's still on Overwatch, which is freaking pain in the ass, but we do have Disable. So that's the good news. Yeah, look, I can't see him. You cheating Sectopod. Well, I guess at least I should be happy that no one got Overwatch last turn as well, so this line of sight is just weird. Incrodon, go ahead and disable that stupid piece of shit. He is hollowed and disabled. Okay. Micronic. In fact, someone tell me. Okay, these people should have flanked. That's good. So that means I can move you a couple tiles over here. And thank you for not triggering a disc, because I know you could have. 100%, huh? I know it's not going to do much damage. But at this point, I got nothing. So Micronic, take a shot. Well, that's not true. I got plenty. When I say I got nothing, usually I have something. Let's put Sandra over here. Cool. Rapid fire. Yep, that thing is going down. Good old heat ammo plus RPS. Okay. Now, I guess what I'm going to do next is have you go over here, and why don't you just reload in one for all and apply some cover, and we'll try to see if we can find out where the next pot is next turn. Okay, everyone else here just chill in the meantime. We don't want to move out too far quite yet. You have no rockets left, Harlan, so you're actually kind of irrelevant. You're just a little SMGer with 72 aim, which really isn't even that good.
On my way.
Isis is actually more useful than you are right now. So let's take Williams back. Game Guru similarly isn't that useful. Sinedra, I'm going to put you over here. Gypsy, put you over here. I'm going to put Game Guru over here. Maybe I should put Isis up. Whatever. You can't do anything really. You can watch. You can reload. and you can hunker. Okay, I believe there's just a disc pod left. Yep, I'm pretty sure there's only a disc pod left. Where is it? Not a clue. Incredon? I'm pretty sure this pod's not right here. I'm pretty sure this pod's not right here. If he is, well, I guess we'll find out now, because I've got dash 2 right here. Yes, dash 2 right over here.
Roger, Dodger.
You're one tower out from the next best position. Oh well. Nothing in your immediate area. We haven't got any sound cues yet. That's a shame. So I'm actually very cautious this turn. So what I'm going to do, instead of moving out, is just kind of just chill out over here for now. Let's put Cat over here. These two are kind of like our tanks. Although it's a shame that you got shot by a freaking drone, because what the hell? I'm pretty sure they teleported from over here to over here, because you saw the sound cues as well. That was just slightly stupid, putting it mildly. Do I have any smoke grenades? I have one smoke grenade left, so I'm going to put Game Guru over here. And I didn't use a command, did I? Nope, so there's no 2 commands left. That might have to be useful at some point. Overwatch, you just don't do anything. You do whatever. You do that, I guess. You can be that. Cool. Let's not be in too much of a hurry. It's not. Okay, that's a sectoid pod, so we know just.
What's making that noise?
We know wherever the disc pod is, it's not on the side of the map, because the command pod is closer to us than the disc pod, which is interesting. So I'm going to put Incredon up here.
Moving to designated position.
And let's see if he sees anything. Or she. Oh, and entertainment. Those things you don't actually want to destroy, I found out. Those things worth a lot of money. I'm going to start moving people out slightly. No, let's not. I want more info first. So I'm going to just end turn. I'm pretty sure it's to my right. I hope they haven't teleported randomly to over there, because that would be very, very annoying. And it's also possible that this sound cue earlier was not actually fake. You know what? I think we know where the last 2 pods are. Let's track a bow scanner. It's about freaking time. So before I track the bow scanner, I'm going to move Sinedra over to here. Isis, I'm going to put you over to here.
Will do.
And we'll track this bow scanner. Let's say up here. This will tell us what's in that corner, what's over here, what's up the platform as well. There's only some places that this spot could be, really. It's right there in the corner. For all I know, they might teleport, which will piss me off, but let's assume they don't teleport. I think that's probably a fair assumption. Sadly, I got people trapped behind here. Let's put Game Guru up here.
Got it.
And just move people closer. And I need to be careful I don't accidentally activate the command pod. I have very few places I can actually move to spot them, and there's actually no full cover facing the command pod, which is slightly unfortunate. But that's fine. It's all good. Klaatu, just put you over here. Okay. And Cat, I'm going to dash you over to here. Sandra, dash you up to here. And that pod better not teleport. If they do, I'm going to, like, cry. You just do not much, you do not much. And you just steady. Cool. And you two can watch if you want to, I guess. And you just pretend you're useful for now. I've actually once seen a pod teleport all the way from over here to the other side of the map, which was kind of stupid. Okay, this pod looks not stuck. Okay, interesting. Unfortunately, this is all the way in the corner, so that's really annoying. But it looks like they're going to hit us next turn. So that's very interesting. So let's put Klaatu right over here. He should have joined our position. I'm going to put more people closer. People who can actually help out right now. So Isis, your grenade isn't going to come in handy, so I'm going to put you over here. Gypsy, I'm going to put you up to here. You two can stay back, because you two are the injured parties. Klaatu, let's put you on Overwatch over here. I'm going to put... I'm going to keep Isis over here for now. Yep, so steady. Macronic, put you slightly closer.
Je suis en chemin.
Okay, cool. I was slightly scared that the lines will lie to me there. You stay still, you two stay still. So Gypsy, you can Overwatch, Overwatch,
Overwatch.
You can hunker down. I don't trust you.
Roger that. Scanning.
Cool. Okay, this is moving. That is a good thing. That's a very good thing. Hey, nice hit. Hey, very nice hit. Hopefully there's more where that came from. The disc is going to stay there because no one can see a disc. That's a very small disc. At least compared to the sector bomb we saw earlier. Oh, nice. Oh, something missed. That's a shame. Okay, Incredon cannot reach full cover to disable a disc. That's slightly unfortunate, but not too big of a deal. So let's kill off this bunch. Drop Klaatu. How much is left? One drone, one seeker. I don't see the drone, but the drone will probably come soon enough. Mechanic, take a shot. Good. And I think, as for the disc, what I'm going to do is move you to a position where the disc can't accidentally flank you. So that pretty much means I move you back to here.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Klaatu, I'm going to Overwatch with you actually. Gypsy, I'm going to hunker you down. Chronic, you can 1-for-1 reload. Cat, you are our tank. Isis, hunker down. Hunker down. Hunker down. Overwatch. Hunker down. Cool. The disc will hopefully come to us. Well, I just say hopefully, as in the disc might decide to just do nothing at all. Do I think the disc is about to flank me? Probably not, so what I'm going to do is 1-for-all, Overwatch, Overwatch, hunker down, Overwatch, hunker down, Overwatch, hunker down, steady I guess, Overwatch, and Overwatch. If it just still does nothing, it's over there somewhere, so he is moving towards us, I think. It's really hard to tell. Something is happening. Oh look, hi Disc. How you doing? So we have 2 Overwatches. He's not shredded. He is shredded. Excellent. Now hopefully he'll keep moving and trigger more Overwatches. Okay, he's not. He's gonna take a shot, which is slightly unfortunate. 12 freaking damage. That just barely went through your armor. Damn it. That's a miss. Damn it. I guess what I could have done was dash Incredon up here, but I just don't want to risk having Incredon. Oh, it's just... Oh well, Mechanic is really going to the mech bay anyway, so whatever. I guess. Classo, you can move up to here. You should be able to see. Oh. Rapid fire. This should kill it. Okay, well. There we go, good job. And all that's left is a stupid drone. It's a shame about damage, really. But that was a kind of awkward spawn, so I can say. That's not going to hit, probably. Synergia's probably not going to kill 1 shot. Gypsy, let's put you over here. 2 shots should be enough. Take it. Awesome. And Sinedra, don't let me down. Hey, you can actually kill 1 shot. Meh, just in case, you know. Game Guru, you can do anything. You can reload. Okay, there's definitely nothing left. There's only 1 part left. So next turn, my plan is to move Incredon out and get line of sight on the command pod. So this is how I'm going to do it. Incredon, I'm going to dash you all the way to over here.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Okay, so far nothing, nothing, nothing. Something. Excellent. We found them. So, command pod is... Oh my god, why does there have to be 2 freaking mechtoids? Oh, that's annoying. Okay, that's not too bad, but just annoying. Okay, here is my plan. 2 mechtoids. Okay, can you see one of the mechtoid at least? You can see a top mechtoid. Unfortunately, the mechtoid I really want you to see is the bottom one. Because the bottom one's going to be awkward, but I think I can deal with it. What I'm going to do, unfortunately it's not rockets left, what I'm going to do is have Sinedra disable this one. I will have Incredon disable this one, and we'll go from there. So, Sinedra, since you're not going to move, I'm going to have you downstairs rather than upstairs. Yes, it's slightly weird, but I need you to disable that Mechtoid. So, let's have a look. This should be 100% safe, and it should be 100% in range as well. So, let's put you over here. As for the rest, I'm going to have everyone move upstairs.
Copy that.
Mechanic, unfortunately, yes you are injured, but yes you do have to help out. Damn, Sandra, you have lots of movement. You're a freaking Titan as well. Mechanic, you can't do much. Kalato, you can get up here. As for everyone else, Gypsy, let's get you up here as well. Like, this line is guaranteed safety. The problem is, it gets a little dodgy as you get closer.
Can I skip there?
So, reload. Isis, dash you up to here. Yes, I probably should do everyone's movement first, but whatever. Game Guru, get over here. Yes, I know these two are injured, but let's at least have them help out. And so everybody? Yep, that's everybody. Excellent. This is a shame I can't see the bomb Mechtoid, but not all is lost. Not all is lost. Okay, let's end our turn for now. They're not going to do anything because they're the command pod, and there should not be any more pods out there. I'll be honestly surprised if there was. Okay, now becomes a slightly scary bit because line of sight can be a little weird up here. So I believe I should be able to move. Okay, let's double check something. Disposition of flank. So this line here, they can see. But I believe putting you here, you should be safe. I'm going to test with a mech or maybe cat first. So I'm going to, like, that's safe, that's safe, that's safe. So what I do know is approaching from this angle should be safe. So I'm going to move you over here.
I'm rolling.
Cool. Mechanic, move you over here. This is always slightly weird. And unfortunately this is also only happens on this base as well. This doesn't happen on the other base. As for the other side, okay, you're going to steady, that's for sure. As for the other side, same deal. So I'm going to have the other side approach from this angle as well. Yes.
Moving out.
Cool.
Moving out. Moving to position.
Okay. And come on, give me a right person. Gypsy, get over here.
Please, no contact.
Okay, so Sinedra, you can see him, but that's not your target. Who is your target? Incredon knows. Incredon, you need to steady. Oh, I can actually grapple you out of range. I can grapple you up to here, but it's not going to help me much. I can grapple you, I can actually grapple you, like, over here, and then next time I can dash up here. That's actually a thing I could do. Problem is, my ultimate goal is I wanted to disable him, and... Oh, actually, my ultimate goal is I just want to on him. So, actually, you know what? I'll do this next turn. I don't have to do it this turn. It's all good. I have time. I'm not in a huge hurry here. Cover's being destroyed for no apparent reason. Lovely. Okay, so, Incredon. This is where grapple is a beautiful perk. I'm going to grapple you here, and then, this is where it becomes interesting. I'm going to dash you to here, where I will steady you. And then for my opening move, I'm going to disable this mech, and then I'll disable this mech with Sinedra, and we'll go from there. So, as I was saying, I'll grapple you to over here.
Deploying grapple.
Okay, and next turn I'll move you out. So for this turn, just do nothing. Let's end your turn. Slightly odd tactic, I'm sure, but this is kind of like one of my tried and true tricks of concealment scouts. So Incredon, I'm going to dash you to over here now, or maybe even over here. This gives you excellent vision on everything, and actually makes you further away from the Mechtoid, which is even better. It gives you better disable chances. I'll dash you over here. The only problem is, what if there's a sectoid there? But I'm pretty sure there isn't. So, like I said, dash you over here.
Stepping off.
Let's check people's movement. They can move to decent enough places, so I'm not too fussed about their current position. I'm not going to risk it by moving them much further. So, our next step is steady, and everyone else can end their turn. And let's check disable chances before I go into this. So, disabled is at 87. Perfect. This will bring up to 100. As for Sinedra, you can disable the bomb mech. So, steady. And it doesn't matter who I disable first. But yeah, let's do this next turn. Okay, Incredon. Disable this Mechtoid. And this should not actually trigger the pod. If it does, it's alright. I'm not fussed, but it didn't. The reason is, it didn't actually take any damage. That's a nice thing about Arc Rifle. Second is, I'm going to disable you. Yep, the one at the bottom. Let's hope I don't screw this up. This does do damage, which is why this will trigger the pod. So that's fine, because both the Mechtoids have no ammo. Ooh, that's interesting.
X-ray on the move. They're flanking us.
What the heck is wrong with you? Okay, Cat. Oh, okay, that's slightly interesting. Yeah, okay. That is very interesting, in fact. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, there's three sectoids out there. That's fine. What I'm going to do is this. Cat, I'm going to run and gun you two over here in the open.
Let's do this.
Am I crazy? Yeah, probably. But as always, just method in my madness. So, rapid fire. Oh wow, that is hideous damage. Next, yeah, that was really hideous damage. Isis, move you over here. Hey, Sectoid, how you doing? Okay, I'm going to chuck a grenade over here. You do have Sapper, so that should destroy his cover. And it might even kill the Sector Commander. Excellent. Next, Macronic. You can flank that Sectoid and flank that Sectoid, so be over here.
J'y vais tout de suite.
Hey Sectoid, how you doing? So you thought you were safe, huh? Come on, Macronic. Good. And Macronic. Oh, you can't see the other Sectoid. That's unfortunate, but whatever. I really don't care. I can deal with the other Sectoid in due time. Next. I guess the other Sectoid is too far away then. You can only see a 2 Mechtoid, which means this other Sectoid has to move up to do anything useful. Classo, you can't really see anything at all. Klaatu, I imagine you can't see anything either. Yeah, you just can't really see anything straight up. Oh, you can see the other Sectoid. Oh, nice. Just kill with it. And now we have just 2 disabled Mechtoids for the pickings. So what I'm going to do is dash you down, because I've seen this Mechtoid do stupid stuff before. Gypsy, I'm going to move you over here. Williams, move you over here. And Game Guru, just move you over here. We really don't even need cover. So, take a shot. They're gonna be freaking tough. Yep, freaking tough. But we should have enough damage, maybe. So this Mechtoid has liable to run away, which is slightly problematic. So I'll try to do as much damage to it as possible. In fact, Game Guru, overwatch him to keep him still. Because I don't want him to run away. Oh, what? You're moving towards me. That is rather strange. What the hell are you doing, Mechtoid? You're not even reloading, you're just dashing towards me. Huh. How about you? He's reloaded. Good. So, Macronic, Klaatu. Okay, wait a second. Let's try and give some people some XP now. It's probably a good idea. So, Sandra, why don't you rapid fire this stupid Mechtoid? Cool. And nice. And I'm going to try to give some XP to people who aren't actually Master Sergeants yet. So let's say give Klaatu some XP. Cool. Now I guess I could have used Klaatu's Shred, but meh. Sue me. Okay, next. Let's kill off this stupid Mechtoid. Let's have the Master Sergeants take some shots. Because why the heck not, really? Gypsy, you can be down here.
Consider me there.
Sinedra, you do not need XP. You've had your share of killings this mission. More than your share, even. Haha, 3 damage. Gypsy. Ha! 3 damage. Who else wants to take a shot? Isis. 3 damage. Awesome. We are slowly wearing him down. McChronic can move out and take 2 shots. That's probably something we can do.
Affirmative.
Ireland. And Hal. Let's give Sinedra a shot. What's her chances anyway? 100%. Of course it's 100%. Why wouldn't it be? 4 damage. Yes! We breached a 3 damage barrier. That's amazing. Harland. 2 damage. Well, I carry an SMG. This is kind of hilarious though. McChronic, you have no excuses not to kill now. Unless you run out of ammo. You should have enough ammo for 2 shots. Yeah, you definitely should have enough. Awesome. And let's finish this stupid mission. Okay. 54 aliens, 0 operatives lost, even though there are quite a few opportunities for operatives to be lost, especially, you know what, I'm not gonna say anymore. Let's just go back to base. Now, depending on the injuries, I think we might want to do a second, what the heck, oh, it's a UFO. We might want to do a second base assault before the month ends, but I'm not sure if we can or not. There's another mission lined up already, so that's a thing. Okay, what the heck? Why is that black? Is that supposed to be black? Weird. Anyway, McChronic is... Wait, that's it? That's the only promotion? I mean, I suppose most of them are Master Sergeants, but that's still a little depressing, you know? And Sinedra has freaking 120 kills. Because why the heck not? She has twice as many kills, almost, as... I don't know, Klaatu almost has just as many. 82. Still, that's insane. McChronic, wounded for 11 days. That's nothing. Oh. Let me check something, actually. Okay, that makes sense. Hopefully I didn't screw over the save. But this is actually my Humanity's Finest INI settings. Which explains this. Okay, let's continue. That's damage, I'm not surprised.
Remember, we will be watching.
I'm gonna quit this and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I've reloaded. Let's have a quick look. Everything seems to be fine. Let's check the what do you call the voice?
As long as I'm in cover.
Okay, the voice is still all good. Everything still looks all good. Let's have a quick browse through. Yeah, things look alrightish. Nothing is actually broken from my slight accident. Okay, phew. Yeah, so I have a separate campaign, as some of you will probably know. Zamir, why do you have blue here? Anyway, and that campaign uses its own special INI, which changes things for the mech perks and stuff. But that's kind of irrelevant because we actually have a few promotions to go through. So McChronic, I'm going to give you a squad side because that is absolutely amazing. Bring them on is not terrible if you take aggression. Lock and load is never a terrible pick, but squad side with Pathfinder is amazing. The squad side with hit and run general is amazing, and considering how hard you hit, it's pretty good. So squad side, 4 more aim, that's kind of nice. As for my other promotions, I guess I could go through them right now. Let's just do it. So Dawn, I am going to give you 10 or more heads, Javelin, and Danger Zone will give you 10 or more heads. The reason is I've tried Danger Zone out, not Danger Zone, I tried Javelin Rockets out once, and that was since Beta 15, since they added a fire in the hole. And I am so unimpressed with Javelin Rockets' extra range, only like extra 2 or 3 tiles. And once you have blast launchers, it's completely irrelevant. Before blast launchers, sure, it has some relevance, but even then, there's a couple tiles. I just can't see that being truly beneficial. So, 10 or more heads. Danger Zone sounds nice, but here's the thing. If I'm going to be firing a rocket, I'm trying to fire at something. I'm not trying to do minimal damage to as many targets as possible. So I may as well get 10 or more heads. This will ensure several things. One, every single bit of cover in the area will be completely obliterated. And second, every single alien alien in the area will also be completely obliterated, and that'll be amazing. The only reason I like cannon warheads here is because how terrible German rockets are, and that is my reasoning. 3 more aim, not bad. And we have Field Commander John, who I did not take for this mission. Rapid Fire, VPT, and Extra Conditioning. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but Platinum Rifles really don't do much damage. It's kind of sad, but Platinum Rifles by themselves are actually terrible damage dealers. So VPT is really useful to fix that problem. Extra Conditioning is not a bad perk, don't get me wrong, plus 4 aim is amazing. Look at how much aim Desan had, and I took Extra Conditioning on him. And also makes the person so much tougher. But with Titan, you don't really need extra toughness. The mobility is nice, obviously, but it's also not necessary, especially not for an infantry. VPT plus 2 damage, that's insane. It turns a Platinum Rifle into effectively a Platinum Rifle plus 2. As for Rapid Fire, again, have you noticed how little damage rifles do? And second, if you take Rapid Fire, you're not going to be able to Overwatch as well. It's kind of like these two are exclusive. So yeah, VPT. That is pathetic. 1 aim, but at least you got 1 health to compensate, so it's not all terrible. And is there anything else I need to go through? Clayton, I really don't care about Clayton. I haven't used her in forever. I have no intent to. I think everything else is not mine. Cool, so let's have a look at the resources. Research, anti-grav systems, awesome. Foundry, we need to do tack rigging, just need money, so that's easy enough to deal with because we have so much loot. Namely, destructive damage from the first part of the mission, of the, what do you call it, of the mission, of the base assault. Next, status tanks. We do not need this many status tanks, ever. We do not need alien foods, ever. I can actually sell more status tanks if I need the money. We don't need alien entertainment, and now let's spend our money. So, we are going to need tack rigging. Second, is there anything else we really need? We need shaped armor, but that needs 25 floating corpses. Huh. We don't have floating corpses. That's interesting. UFO scanners are kind of nice, but I think UFO flight computers are much more valuable than just wasting on that. Advanced surgery, we need 2 more alien surgeries, but we don't have them. Unfortunately, we need a large UFO, another base assault. This is all useless. Jelly-Alerium is very useful, so I might just get that. Field repair is also kind of handy because it means the arc throwers can be used to repair mechs. Is there anything else that's worth looking at here? Not really. Okay, so let's take Jelly-Alerium because right now our flamethrowers, if we can increase the chance of a panicking alien, the more useful the flamethrower really is. So let's grab this. We still have alloys.
I'll make sure to notify you as soon as production is finished.
Now we could build a firestorm, but in fact, we should definitely build a firestorm. We just need a little bit more money, so what I'm going to do is sell off a few more status tanks. We will get at least 4 status tanks on anything, really. That we'll also get surgeries on. So, let's build a firestorm. And we don't actually need to build another plasma cannon right now. We could. And it's possibly tempting to do so. By the way, repair, I almost forgot, $65. Let's go sell some other stuff, like alien pistols from our captures, which we really don't need, trust me. I need a bit more money than that, actually. What other stuff do we not need at all? Apparently we need flow corpses. I'm surprised by that. I'm always surprised by that, because I always think of flows as useless. Let's sell some muton corpses. That will be enough to repair this. And we still have a low ball alloys left. We have a plasma coming in 5 days, but I really don't think we need it until at least 1 of the firestorms is done. So it's kind of useless having it here, because by the time we put on an interceptor, it's practically time for the firestorm to come out. So you get the idea. And I'll probably speak to other commands about this. We have enough plasma weapons for now, I think. We have, what, 1 rifle, 1 carbine, 1 SMG. I don't think we need more right now. We could do more Titan though. So I might actually see if we can get enough money to build another Titan. That's actually much more useful, in my honest opinion. So let's try to look through this and see if we can find something to sell. We have 22 flight computers, and how many power sources? 5 power sources. Okay, we don't need just many flight computers. So I'm going to sell a few flight computers. Not many, just 3. I'm going to sell some mutons. I'm going to sell some heavy floaters. I'm going to sell some sectoids. I'm going to sell some sector commanders. And I'm going to sell some thinmen. Cool. That should be enough to, what did I say I was going to build again? Wow, I have such short memory. I actually feel kind of bad for that. Flight computer? No, not flight computer. Armor, yes, Titan armor, of course. Let's build another Titan armor. Cool, and that's basically all alloys. And I think I'm going to talk to the other commanders, but we should do another base assault in Brazil before the month ends. Now, I think this is still there. Yep, 2 hours left. I will leave you here with the cancel mission for Faleg on Friday, an asset recovery. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time for more Trinity War with me. Until then, see you.